Hi everyone, welcome back. I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video on the Ruger Super Redhawk Alaskan, the 44 Magnum revolver I recently picked up for a good deal. In the last video I said I was going to change the grips and probably not the springs, but I actually decided to do a little spring work on it, see if I could smooth the trigger out. Wolf makes a spring pack for the Super Redhawks. It's universal for all those Super Redhawks, and it comes with variable rate springs in it, or several of them. And I changed in the main spring, or the hammer spring in here, from about I believe 14 pound is the original, down to a 12 pound, which is the higher of the two springs you get with it. Comes also with 3 trigger springs, which also double as the plunger spring, which holds the trigger assembly in place. And rather than chance that plunger being weak, I went with the strongest spring there too. It came with a 12, a 10, and 11, I believe. I might be wrong on those, but I went with the 12 pound. And what that accomplished was a much smoother trigger pull. Did not lighten it much, if any at all. In fact, my scale could not pick up any difference in it, but it did smooth out the trigger quite a bit, and it's nice and crisp. But the creep, that it's very small amount that's in it, is gone now. The roughness in it that was in it before is gone, so it's a very nice trigger pull. But at the same time, I deburred. There were a lot of burrs inside the gun that attributed to some of that roughness also, in the cylinder, crane, the trigger mechanism itself. The hammer had a couple of burrs on it. It was astounding, the number of burrs, and they would have actually were large enough to fall into the action if left there and to their own devices to just fall out on their own. They would have fallen in and gummed up the works. So those came out, smoothed everything up. The certain parts of I did not touch the sear, of course, on the trigger, but I did smooth up quite a few of the parts that were mechanical and moving in there. Very lightly polished them, and resulted in a very smooth and manageable trigger pull now. But the main reason I'm doing this is the Altamont grips I put on. I decided to go with these. These are, as you know, if you've seen some of my other videos, some of my favorite grips. These are very nice. They make the grip small enough that my hand can hang on to it now and reach the trigger. You can see I have rather small hands, but to show you, the gun is empty, of course. But now I have a perfect trigger reach on it for my short fingers. Worked perfect. So the switch was not that easy though. Now I don't know whose fault it is. I don't think it's Altamont, if that's the correct pronunciation of it, but I don't think it was their fault. I think these grip frames have different sizes of holes in them. What there is there's a hole right in this area right here underneath the grip that a locator pin fits through, and this is the locator pin. Now that locator pin is sized to fit in that hole. It's not a super tight fit, but it's a snug fit, and it helps stabilize the grip so it won't slide down off of the grip frame. But the hole in my grip frame was considerably smaller. This is about a 7/16 locator pin, and the one in my grip frame was 3/8 of an inch. So what I ended up doing was going and buying a piece of aluminum round rod just at the local hardware store, cut one to the exact same length as this. Then it fit the grip frame exact, but then that left a small space around the rubber portion of the grip. And the way these work is you have these inserts off of the grip, these GP100 grips, You remove these inserts after the screw is taken out, and then you can get right to the pin. So I had to machine a small brass, or rather actually bronze, washer or spacer to fit and take up that extra room in the grips themselves. So once that was done, not a big project, probably $10 of materials, and I got enough materials to do probably 30 more guns or so, because I had to buy a 3-foot piece of that aluminum. And all in all, I'm pleased with the results. Now this, I don't know if it's Ruger's dimensions that are different on some of these. I contacted Altamont and they said some fit, some don't. So I don't know if they've changed dimensions on that over the course of time, or if some of them are just flat out different. I don't know. You can see the checkering on the bracket on the front of the grip. So anyway, I had a set of custom grips made for this gun also, and they were at the same problem. The locator on those wood grips was too large to fit in my frame's position. So they're being remanufactured for me, no cost to me, and we'll see if those fit or if I like them better. So anyway, there's the update on that. I just wanted to give you a heads up if you do try and fit a set of GP100 grips on your Super Redhawk Alaskan, of some of the problems you might run into. If they claim they fit, I would check out that locator pin if you don't feel up to or confident in remanufacturing a new pin or modifying the existing pin to fit. You may have a little bit of work ahead of you. So anyway, if you have any questions on it, just comment, and thanks for watching.